Hello everyone, I'm Aaliyah. Every morning, after waking up, one of the first things I do is hang up my clothes to dry. In the Vietnamese countryside, the morning air is cool and fresh, and the early morning sun is just right for clothes to dry quickly and smell of sunshine. The person standing beside me was my younger brother. He lives with our parents, while I live with my wife and daughter in the house right next door. The two houses are only a few steps apart, so my brother and I see each other every day and often do everyday chores together. This simple life keeps our family close and warm. This morning, my parents invited my family over for breakfast because they had just slaughtered a chicken for everyone to enjoy. This is a cozy meal that my family always looks forward to whenever we have the chance to gather together. However, as I shared in the previous video, my wife is still unwell and cannot eat dishes like these. Therefore, she can only have lighter meals that are more suitable for her health condition. This was arguably one of the most delicious and special meals my family has ever had. Most of the ingredients on the table were grown by my family themselves. The chickens were raised from chicks, and the vegetables were grown in our own garden and cared for daily. My family is Protestant. Therefore, before each meal, we always take time to pray and thank God for all that He has given our family, especially for the food on the table today. For my family, the pre-meal prayer is a meaningful moment, expressing gratitude and faith in God. It is also a time for everyone to focus on peace, love, and family togetherness. My daughter and my brother's daughter just returned from a children's group activity, so they will be eating last with the family. After the activity, they returned home and enjoyed a warm meal prepared by the family. Today is Sunday, so after breakfast, my family will prepare to go to church to gather and worship God. This is a time for us to listen to God's Word together, learn the good things in the Bible, and seek peace and guidance for our daily lives. For my family, Sunday is a special day, when everyone turns their hearts to God and nourishes their faith. My house is only about 300 meters from the church, a very short distance, so I usually walk there. This is also a time for me to enjoy the peaceful atmosphere of Sunday mornings in my hometown. My wife and daughter, on the other hand, will go by motorbike because it's more convenient. The whole family goes to church together to attend the service, worship God, and listen to His Word. This is the church where my family goes to worship God every Sunday. The church is built primarily of wood, giving it a simple, intimate, and warm atmosphere. In the area where I live, most people are Protestant, so the community is very close-knit, friendly, and always ready to help each other. Every Sunday, people usually take time off from work to go to church together, worship God, and listen to the Bible. This is a meaningful time for people to meet, share their faith, and find peace in their lives together. Before entering the worship service, the men in the community often sit together to chat and share about their daily lives. They inquire about each other's families and work, share stories of joy and sorrow, and encourage one another to overcome difficulties. These simple moments help to bring people closer, strengthen bonds, and demonstrate the camaraderie among community members. In today's service, my wife played the organ for the worship songs, while I was in charge of the sound system to ensure everything was perfectly prepared. Each person contributed a small part to serving the Lord and making the worship service run smoothly. For my family, it was also a joy to participate together and contribute with whatever abilities we possessed. After nearly 2 hours of gathering and worshiping God, today's service has concluded. Everyone began to say goodbye, chat, and go home to continue their Sunday activities with their families. This is a small grocery store near my house. It sells a variety of goods for the daily lives of people in the area, such as vegetables, sweets, and many other necessities. This is my uncle. He specializes in selling chicks and ducklings to people in the area. His work is closely tied to rural life. Every day he brings small chicks and ducklings to many families so they can raise and develop their livestock. It's a familiar job, contributing to the livelihood of many families in my hometown. Today, I took my family shopping for some sweets and other necessities. On this occasion, I also wanted to take you on a tour around my neighborhood to discover the simple daily life in my hometown. I hope you will feel the peace, closeness, and everyday moments of a Vietnamese countryside.
Cái này 50k đấy, còn ăn không hết đâu. Mua mấy cái này đi. Mua cái này này. Mua cái này còn mẹ mới ăn à? Ừ? Cho con nó gì to? Cho con nó phải con to. Ừ, giờ để cầm miếng. Giờ cái gì con? Giờ tụi nó hả? Cao tao mà, cao tao mà. Hả? Cho cái gì vậy? Cho cái gì vậy? Chị cho cái.
This is a type of soft drink imported from Thailand. In Vietnam, it is quite expensive compared to many other popular soft drinks. A bottle costs about $0.60 US, which is not a cheap price for many people in rural areas. National flags are planted along the roadsides, creating a beautiful and solemn scene. The red color of the flag stands out against the rural landscape, evoking a feeling of closeness and pride. Now, let's continue to explore the area where locals sell fresh vegetables they grow and care for themselves. These are familiar products closely associated with the daily lives of the people in my hometown.
Tao được. Giờ tao được. À, chọn không mà. Lý do được. Chắc cái gì luôn đấy.
All the vegetables here are priced the same, around us $0.60 per portion. These bunches of vegetables are grown and cared for by local people, then sold to meet the needs of the community in the area.
cho cái giúp bị giảm á. Giờ cả chỉ cho cái dâu cái sinh nhật chứ sinh nhật giờ sinh nhật cho mong một plau giờ Chợ đu đu.
Thank you everyone for joining my family in today's video. See you in the next videos. Wishing you all good health, peace, and lots of joy in life. If you enjoy my family and our everyday stories about life in the Vietnamese countryside, please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel to support me. That will be a great motivation for me to continue sharing more authentic moments of my family's daily life. Thank you all so much, and see you in the next video.